Next, make and attach the decorations. There are 7 types of decorations here. I'll number them, in order. Let's start with making and attaching decoration 1. Decoration 1 is a leaf-shaped piece like this. Begin with a chain stitch. Then pick up the chain and crochet. During the process, extend outward to form 3 leaf-like shapes. The new stitch techniques used include HDC 2 in 1, and a picket of 2 chains, single crochet decrease, chain 3 picket. Please watch my demonstration. Start with a foundation chain. Work 4 chain stitches. Then go back. Pick up the second chain stitch position from right to left. Pick up the back loop of the chain stitch. That's the raised horizontal bar on the back side of the chain. Work 3 slip stitches into each stitch in sequence. Do not pull tight the slip stitches here. The pattern chart indicates this with an oval dot. Move on to work 6 chain stitches. Then go back, starting from the second to last stitch. Pick up 1 strand on the top of the chain. Correspondingly make 5 single crochets. Then continue with 10 chain stitches. Go back, starting from the second to last stitch. Pick up 1 strand on the top of the chain. Correspondingly make 9 single crochets. Then work 6 chain stitches. Go back and crochet 5 single crochets. At this point, row 1 is complete. Fasten off the yarn. Then locate the chain space to the left side of the starting 3 slip stitches. Pick up the insertion point for the single crochet on this side. Insert the hook to join the yarn. Make 1 beginning chain to start. Correspondingly make 1 single crochet. Pick up the remaining half side of the chain going forward. The insertion point for the stitch on this side from before. Work a half double crochet 2 in 1. That means 2 half double crochets in 1 spot. 1 stitch. 2 stitches. Complete the half double crochet increase. Then continue to the left, work 1 half double crochet into each stitch evenly. 2 single crochets. Work a picket of 3 after 2 chain stitches. First make 2 chain stitches. Then pick up the front strand of the single crochet stitch below and the left side strand. Work 1 slip stitch. Likewise, no need to pull tight. This completes the picket of 3 after 2 chain stitches. Next, insert into the stitch on the opposite side. Make 2 single crochets evenly. Two half double crochets. Pick up the adjacent stitch and the remaining half of the left chain. The insertion point for the single crochet on this side. Work a single crochet decrease. First, pick up the stitch to make an incomplete single crochet. Insert. Yarn over and draw through. This is an incomplete single crochet. Then pick up the left chain space. Work another incomplete single crochet. There are now 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and draw through all loops in once. Complete the single crochet decrease. Continue picking up the remaining half of the chain spaces on the back. Make 2 single crochets evenly. 1 half double crochet. 3 double crochets. One half double crochet. 1 single crochet. Then work a CH3 picket. Chain 3 first. Then pick up the front strand of the SC stitch underneath. And the left strand. Join with a slip stitch. Complete the CH3 picket. Then insert into the stitch of the single crochet on the other side. Make 1 single crochet correspondingly. 1 half double crochet. 3 double crochets. One half double crochet. 2 single crochets. Then pick up the stitch and the left chain space. Work a single crochet decrease. Then continue to pick up the chain space, and work 2 half double crochets. Two single crochets. A CH2 picket. Insert into the single crochet stitch on the other side. Correspondingly make 2 single crochets. One half double crochet, 1 HDC 2 in 1. One single crochet. Finally, pick up on the left side, the edge of this leaf below. Insert hook at the placement of the single crochet. Work 1 slip stitch. Here you can leave the slip stitch not too tight at the ending, then leave a 30 cm yarn tail for sewing. Pull the yarn through. The beginning and ending yarn tails can be tied in a knot to secure. Besides the reserved sewing tail, The other yarn ends can be hidden on the wrong side of the fabric, or placed directly on the back when sewing. The side with neat stitch texture is the right side, the other side is the wrong side. Decoration 1 is now made. Everyone follow the same method. Complete the corresponding number of decoration 1 as required, then attach them after completion. Here at the position of the first edging round, at the 4 corners, in the center of this color area, place the longer end of the leaf inward. To achieve this arrangement effect, pay attention to maintaining symmetry at the 4 corners when attaching. Then use the reserved yarn, sew through the wrong side. Here I'll demonstrate the method using a swatch. Position is optional. Thread the needle with the yarn. Then pick up from the surface of the fabric underneath. Match and sew to the back of decoration 1 accordingly. No specific technique required, as long as it's securely and neatly attached. Only sew the area of 3 leaves here. You don't need to sew over the cast-on ridge edge. And you can skip sewing the picket positions. The sewing effect can be adjusted according to your preference. After completing, weave in the yarn tail to the wrong side of the fabric. Here tie a knot while weaving in the end. You can tie a few more knots to secure it better. Now decoration 1 is attached. Attach the rest using the same method. Complete this part on your own. That's all for decoration 1. Now let's make decoration 2. Start crocheting. This decoration is similar to a flower shape. Start with a chain magic ring, then crochet in rounds for 1 round, then crochet 5 petals and a stem. Please watch my demonstration. First cast on. Crochet 7 chain stitches. Then find the first chain stitch loop. Pick up 1 strand on top. Insert hook and work 1 slip stitch to join. Now the foundation chain ring is complete. Here the chains form a circle. Pay attention. The neat side of the braid-like texture should face outward. Now start crocheting the first round downward. Make 3 beginning chains as turning chain. Then pick up the loop formed by the stitch. Crochet 15 double crochets. After completing, check the stitch count. Including the beginning chain, there are 16 stitches in total here. Finish with a slip stitch into the beginning chain. Pull tight. The first round is complete. Now crochet round 2 downward. Here we need to crochet petals and flower stems. First crochet 13 chain stitches. After completing, enlarge the loop on the crochet hook. Remove the crochet hook. Insert into the stitch of the double crochet on the right side of the beginning chain. Draw the loop through. Adjust slightly. Make sure the chain doesn't twist. Keep the braid side facing outward. This effectively secures it in place. Then move to the right and pick up a stitch for a slip stitch transition. After that, pick up the left side chain loop. Work 17 double crochets. Note that there are quite a few stitches here. Distribute them evenly as you crochet. Check the stitch count after completing. Now the first petal is completed. Continue crocheting the second petal. First move to the left, starting from the double crochet on the left side of the beginning chain. Pick up the stitches and correspondingly make 2 slip stitches. This serves as a transition. Then begin crocheting the second petal. First work 13 chain stitches. Then release the yarn loop. Locate the first petal. Counting from the left, find the 7th double crochet position. Insert the hook into the stitch, then pull through the released yarn loop. Make sure the chains are not twisted. Securing is complete. Next pick up the stitch to the right and work 1 slip stitch. Then pick up the left side chain loop. Work 17 double crochets. Once completed, the second petal is done. Move to the left, pick up stitches, and work 2 slip stitches as a transition. Then work the third petal. Using the same method as before, first work 13 chain stitches. Release the yarn loop. Find the 7th stitch of the second petal counting from the left. Insert and secure. Then work 1 slip stitch to the right. Then pick up the chain loop and work 17 double crochets in rounds. Complete the third petal. The last 2 petals are worked in the same way as the first 2. Each time start with 2 slip stitches as a transition. Then work 13 chain stitches. Secure at the 7th stitch of the previous petal counting from left to right. Then work 1 slip stitch to the right. After that pick up the chain loop, and work 17 double crochets. Refer to the earlier demonstration. Follow the chart and continue crocheting 2 more petals. After completing, work 3 slip stitches down as a transition. Then crochet the flower stem. First work 15 chain stitches. Then go back and start from the second to last stitch. Pick up the back loop of the chain. Correspondingly make 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 3 double crochets. One half double crochet, 1 single crochet, then work 5 chains. Go back and start from the second to last stitch. Pick up the back loop and work 4 single crochets. Then pick the insertion point of the left single crochet stitch. Make 1 single crochet, then work 12 chains. Go back and start from the second to last stitch. Pick up the back loop and correspondingly make 1 single crochet, 2 half double crochets, 5 double crochets. One half double crochet, 2 single crochets, then start from the chain on the left where no stitch was worked. Pick up the back loop and work 7 single crochets evenly. Note that the part below should not be twisted. Now the flower stem is finished. Continue down and pick the left side to make 2 slip stitches. Adjacent, pick the insertion point of the previous slip stitch. Work 1 slip stitch and pull tight. Finally, leave a tail of 80 centimeters and cut the yarn. Secure with a chain stitch. Leave the corresponding yarn tail. Cut off. Pull the yarn through and tighten. This way decoration 2 is completed. Everyone follow the same method. Complete the required quantity of decoration 2. Crocheting is finished. Proceed to the next step, attaching. Refer to the chart and place it above the corresponding small motif. The overall position should be relatively centered. The flower stem can be slightly angled to the left. Refer to the finished product for the effect, or adjust it as you prefer. Next, I'll demonstrate the attachment method. I'll demonstrate on any motif, mainly to show the technique. Remember to keep the right side of the fabric facing up. Position correctly. There's no specific requirement for the sewing method, as long as it's secure and neat. First, roughly sew along the back of the top petal, matching the corresponding position. After finishing the petal area, continue sewing down to the stem area. Finally, bring the thread to the wrong side, then tie a knot and weave in the end. Complete this part on your own. Decoration 2 is now attached. Attach the rest using the same method to their corresponding positions. Complete this on your own. That's all for decoration 2. Next, we'll move on to decoration 3, a leaf-like shape. Starting with a foundation chain, first work one side and crochet the corresponding number of leaves. Then go back and pick up the other side to crochet. Again, make the corresponding number of leaves. The new stitch techniques used include double crochet decrease, half double crochet decrease, and double crochet increase. Please watch my demonstration. First, make a foundation chain of 16 stitches. Then go back and start from the second stitch from your hook. Pick up the front loop of the chain. Correspondingly, make one single crochet, one half double crochet, three double crochets, one half double crochet, one single crochet. Now one leaf is done. Continue crocheting 16 chain stitches. Then start from the second stitch from your hook. Pick up the front loop and work 1/2 double crochet into each stitch in sequence. Four double crochets. Two half double crochets. Two single crochets. Complete the second leaf. Continue with 16 chain stitches. Then start from the third stitch from your hook. Pick up the front loop and work 5 double crochets correspondingly. Three half double crochets. One single crochet. Complete the third leaf. Then crochet 15 chain stitches. Start from the second stitch from your hook. Pick up the front loop and work 1 single crochet correspondingly. 2 half double crochets. One double crochet. Work a double crochet decrease in the adjacent stitch. Pick up the front loop of the 2 chains on the left side. Work incomplete double crochets. One. Two. There are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and draw through all loops in once. Complete the double crochet decrease, then continue with 1/2 double crochet. Two single crochets. Complete the fourth leaf. Continue down with 14 chain stitches. Then work the other side. Go back and start from the second to last stitch. Pick up the front loop and work 10 slip stitches evenly. Check the stitch count by counting the number of loops on top. One chain space represents one stitch. Then crochet a leaf. First make 10 chain stitches. Start from the second to last stitch. Make one single crochet correspondingly. Pick up the front loop and work one single crochet evenly. 2 half double crochets. One double crochet. One double crochet decrease. One half double crochet. Two single crochets. Finish the leaf. Then skip one chain space to the left. Start from the next chain stitch. Pick up the front loop, work 2 slip stitches evenly. Then to the left. Pick up the adjacent leaf. The single crochet edge insertion point, work 1 slip stitch. Then continue to pick up the front loop of the left chain. Work 2 slip stitches evenly. After that, crocheting the leaf, first crochet 10 chains. From the second stitch from your hook, pick up the front loop and work 1 slip stitch. 1 single crochet. 1 half double crochet. One double crochet, 1 DC2 tog. One double crochet. Two half double crochets. Complete the leaf. Then skip 1 chain on the left side and leave unworked. Pick up the next 2 chains and work slip stitches. Same as before, insert the hook into the front loop. Adjacent to the insertion point of the single crochet, on the edge of the leaf, work a slip stitch. Then continue with 4 slip stitches. All inserted into the front loop of the chains. Then crochet the next leaf, same as the previous leaf. Please refer to the earlier part, or the chart and crochet accordingly. After completing, pick up the adjacent chain on the left side, work 1 slip stitch. Insert the hook into the front loop. Then go to the insertion point of the single crochet, on the edge of the leaf. Work a slip stitch. Continue by picking up chains, and working 1 slip stitch in each chain for 5 stitches, also inserting into the front loop. Then crochet the next leaf. Begin with 10 chain stitches. Starting from the second stitch from your hook, pick up the front loop and work 1 slip stitch. Work a half double crochet decrease in the adjacent stitch. First pick up the left side of 2 chain spaces. Work an incomplete half double crochet. 1, 2. Finally yarn over and draw through all loops in once. Complete the half double crochet decrease. Then continue to the left, work 2 double crochets in each stitch. Two double crochet increases. Here a double crochet increase means work 2 double crochets in one stitch. One half double crochet. 1 single crochet. Then pick the left side chain position. Pick the front loop and work 1 single crochet. Then pick the insertion point of the single crochet along the leaf edge. Work 1 single crochet. Then pick the remaining chain stitches, pick the front loops and correspondingly work single crochets. Complete the last stitch. Leave an 80 cm yarn tail, and cut the yarn. Hide the starting tail to the wrong side of the fabric, or simply place it on the wrong side when sewing. Decoration 3 is now made. Everyone follow the same method. Complete the corresponding number of decoration 3 motifs, then attach them after finishing. The method is similar to decoration 2. Place it centered diagonally opposite on the corresponding small motif. Angle the excess parts at both ends upward or downward. You can refer to the finished product for placement effect, or adjust it as you prefer. Then use the reserved yarn tail. Pick up from the wrong side and sew securely. No specific method required, as long as it's secure and neat. Complete it according to your preference. That concludes the explanation for decoration 3. Next is decoration 4. This part involves crocheting back and forth, and some parts are crocheted in rounds. I've divided it into 4 sections. Crochet them in order. The new stitch technique used is treble crochet. Please watch my demonstration. First, work on section 1. Start with a foundation chain of 18 stitches. Then from the second stitch from your hook, pick up the front loop and work 1 single crochet into each stitch across. 1/2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet decrease. One double crochet, 1/2 double crochet, one single crochet, 1 slip stitch. Then work 11 chain stitches. From the second stitch from your hook, pick up the front loop and work 1 single crochet. 1/2 double crochet, 1 DC 2 in 1. Two double crochets. One half double crochet, one single crochet, which completes 1 leaf. Continue crocheting 7 chain stitches. From the second stitch from your hook, pick up the front loop and work 1 slip stitch. One single crochet, 2 half double crochets, one single crochet, one slip stitch. Same as before, 1 leaf is completed, then crochet 10 chain stitches. From the second stitch from your hook, pick up the front loop and work 1 single crochet decrease. One half double crochet, one double crochet decrease, two double crochets, one half double crochet, one single crochet. Complete 1 leaf. Then pick up on the left side, the insertion point for the second leaf's edge single crochet. Work 1 single crochet. Then pick up the front loop of the adjacent chain stitch. Correspondingly make 3 single crochets. After that, pick up the starting chain stitch. Insert hook into the front loop and work 1 single crochet. 1/2 double crochet. One double crochet, 1 double crochet decrease. One double crochet, 1/2 double crochet. One single crochet. Cut the yarn. No need to leave a long tail. The first section is now complete. Move on to the second section. Place the cast on edge of the first section facing downward. The starting yarn tail and the cut yarn end are on the left side, then locate the top. The leaf on the right side. In the first half, double crochet position inward from the edge. Insert hook into the stitch and join yarn. Make 1 chain as your beginning chain. Correspondingly make 1 single crochet. Then work 5 chains as a bridge. Skip 2 stitches to the left below. Insert hook into the adjacent double crochet stitch and work a single crochet. 5 chains as a bridge. Then move on to the left leaf. The topmost edge single crochet stitch insertion point. Pick up the back loop of the chain and work a single crochet. 5 chains as a bridge. Then insert hook into the stitch of this side single crochet and work a single crochet. 5 chains. After that, move to the left leaf. Find the double crochet decrease. Add its current right side stitch insertion point. Insert hook and work a single crochet. 2 chains. Skip 2 chain stitches below. Pick up the next chain space. Work 1 double crochet. Leave unworked the remaining. Now row 1 is complete. Continue crocheting row 2. First make 5 chains. Then turn the work. To the left, pick up the large chain space of 5 chains and work a single crochet. 5 chains as a bridge. In the adjacent chain space of 5 chains, work 1 single crochet, 5 chains. Then on the left side, pick up the large chain space of 5 chains and work a single crochet, 2 chains. Then pick up the large loop of the chain on the left and work 1 double crochet. Row 2 is done. Continue to crochet row 3. First make 5 chains. Turn the work to the left, pick up the chain space of 5 chains and work a single crochet, 5 chains as a bridge. Work a single crochet in the adjacent chain space, 2 chains as a bridge. Make 1 double crochet in the next chain space. Row 3 is done. Continue with 5 chains. Turn the work. On the left side, pick up the chain space of 5 chains and work a single crochet, 2 chains. In the left side chain space, work 1 double crochet. Row 4 is completed, then work 4 chains. Turn the work to the left, pick the chain space of 5 chains and work 1 treble crochet, yarn over twice on the hook, insert into the corresponding position, yarn over and pull through. Then yarn over and draw through the first 2 loops. 3 loops remain on the hook. Continue to yarn over and draw through the first 2 loops. 2 loops left on the hook. Finally yarn over and draw through all the loops in once. Complete the treble crochet. The 5th round is complete. Break the yarn. At this point the second section is completed. Now work on the third section. Here we work separately. To make a chain ring, take the corresponding yarn. Start with 4 chains. Then insert the hook into the first stitch. Pick up the back loop only of the chain. Work 1 slip stitch. Then cut the yarn. This completes the third section. Set it aside for now. Next work on the 4th section. You need to crochet 2 rounds. Start with the first round. Insert the hook into the chain space at the end of the second section to join the yarn. Make 1 beginning chain to start. Correspondingly make 1 single crochet. Then work 5 chains. Pick up the entry position of the treble crochet on the left side. Work 1 single crochet. 4 chain spaces. Then pick up the left side double crochet. Pick it up, and work 1 single crochet. 4 chain spaces. Then pick up the left chain space, which is the placement of stitches for the double crochet. Work 1 single crochet. 4 chain spaces. Then pick up the first section underneath. The edges of these 2 leaves. Work a single crochet decrease. First pick the edge of the left leaf. Pick up 2 strands on the edge. Pick approximately corresponding 2 strands. Insert securely, that's all. Work an incomplete single crochet. Then pick the single crochet on the edge of the left leaf. Pick 2 strands on its side. Insert and work an incomplete single crochet. Finally yarn over and draw through all loops in once. Complete the single crochet decrease. Then work 4 chain stitches. Then pick up along the starting edge of the first section. Refer to the chart and pick the corresponding half of the remaining chains. Correspondingly make a single crochet between single crochets, chain the corresponding number of chains. Continue working to the other side before reaching the single crochet decrease position on the chart. When you reach the corresponding position, pick down along the edges of these 2 leaves. Always insert into 2 strands. Work a single crochet decrease. If it's hard to insert, you can also pick 1 stitch from the edge. Correspondingly make a single crochet between them. Work chains of the corresponding amount as spaces. Complete the last 6 chain stitches. Join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch. Pull tight, don't cut the yarn. So round 1 of section 4 is completed. Now work round 2. Continue from the previous yarn tail. First slip stitch to carry the yarn along by picking up the chain spaces to the left. Then make 3 beginning chains as turning chain. In the same position work 3 double crochets. Then work a CH3 picket. After completing, continue by picking up the hole and working 3 double crochets. Afterward follow the chart to work the corresponding number of double crochets. At certain positions work a CH3 picket. Keep going until just before the DC2 tog position on the diagram. When reaching the corresponding position, pick up the current chain space and the left chain space below. Work a double crochet decrease. After completing, work 1 ch3 picket. First work 3 chain stitches. Then pick up the front strand of the decreased stitch below, and 2 diagonal strands from the left. Altogether picking up 3 strands like this. Work a slip stitch. Complete the ch3 picket. When working picots above double crochet decreases later on, all slip stitches are made by inserting through these 3 strands. Continue afterward by picking up chain spaces to crochet. Everyone refer to the chart and work up to just before the 9 chain position on the diagram. When reaching the corresponding position, work 9 chain stitches downward. Then take part 3, which is this chain loop. Work 10 single crochets into the center, evenly distributed. Weave in ends as you go while crocheting. After completing, pick up the back bumps of the 9 chains below. Work a slip stitch into each one correspondingly. After completing, continue to pick up the chain spaces below. Work 3 double crochets. One ch3 picket. Two double crochets. Then pick up the position of the beginning chain. Join with a slip stitch. Don't pull it too tight here, for neatness will finish off. Leave a tail of about 80 centimeters and cut the yarn. Pull the yarn through. Insert the hook from behind into the second double crochet stitch on the left side. Draw the reserved yarn through. Then insert from behind into the center of the slip stitch chain. Pull the yarn through. Adjust slightly. This way the edge looks neat and tidy. Finishing is now complete. So round 2 is done. At this point decoration 4 is completely made. Everyone follow the same method. Make the corresponding number of decoration 4 pieces. After completing, proceed with attaching. Place it at the corresponding motif's position. Here the large motif is placed centered. Angled toward one side. The small motif is placed diagonally opposite and centered. The raised side also angled toward one side. Bend the part extending beyond the small motif inward. Refer to the finished product for the attaching effect, or adjust according to preference. Then use the reserved yarn. Pick up the edge and the raised parts. Roughly match and sew together. Sewing at the center position is optional. Everyone can complete it as they prefer. Decoration 4 is now complete. Next we'll demonstrate decoration 5. The fabric has a leaf-like shape in the center. Then crochet around the center in rounds. There are 4 rounds in total. Please watch my demonstration. First, crochet the first round. The method is similar to decoration 3. Start with a foundation chain, and crochet one side first, and make the corresponding number of leaves. Then pick up the other side and crochet, also making the corresponding number of leaves. The technique and stitch patterns have been demonstrated before. Just follow the chart to complete the first round. Remember, all chains are worked into the back loop only. After completing the last leaf, join with a slip stitch into the edge chain. Then continue with 2 chain stitches. Then work 1 slip stitch into the insertion point of the edge slip stitch. Cut the yarn and finish. Now let's move on to round 2. Join the yarn into the chain space of the 2 chains from the end of the previous round. Make sure the right side of round 1 is facing you. Then make 1 chain as your beginning chain. Correspondingly make 1 single crochet. Then work 7 chain spaces. Pick the adjacent leaf to the left. Pick up 2 strands at the edge. Work 1 single crochet. Four chains. Pick the 2 strands at the edge of the next leaf. Work 1 single crochet. Three chains. Then pick the 2 strands at the edge of the following leaf. Work 1 single crochet. Four chains. Then go to the insertion point of the topmost single crochet on the left side leaf. Work a single crochet. 6 chains. Then pick the braid of the slip stitch on the left edge. Insert the hook and work a single crochet. 3 chains. Move down to the adjacent leaf. Pick the braid of the slip stitch at the edge and work a single crochet. 4 chains. Then pick 2 strands at the edge of the next leaf, and work a single crochet. 5 chains as a bridge. Work 1 single crochet at the edge of the next leaf. Six chains as a bridge. Work a single crochet at the edge of the next leaf. Five chains as a bridge. Then pick the stitch of the second double crochet to the left. Make 1 single crochet, 4 chains as a bridge. Finally go back to the position of the first single crochet, pick up the stitch and join with a slip stitch. Pull tight. The second round is complete. Continue to crochet the third round. Make 1 beginning chain to start. Work 1 single crochet correspondingly. Then pick up the chain space and stitch to the left. Crochet accordingly based on the chart. Complete the last stitch. Join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. Pull tight. Cut the yarn. The third round is complete. Now work the fourth round. On the second stitch of the previous round, pick up the stitch and join the yarn. Then make 3 beginning chains as turning chain. In the same position work 5 double crochets. Then skip 2 stitches to the left. Pay attention that adjacent stitches might be covered, don't miss counting. Slip stitch into the next stitch and work 1 single crochet. Then skip 2 more stitches. Slip stitch into the next stitch and work 6 double crochets. I consider these 6 double crochets as 1 shell stitch. Then skip 2 stitches each time afterward, alternate crocheting single crochets and shell stitches. Continue all the way to the position before the top double crochet of the previous round. Finish this shell stitch. Skip 2 stitches downward, reach the chain before the double crochet, skip it, insert the hook into the stitch of the double crochet, and work 1 slip stitch. Then start again from the second single crochet on the left side. Pick up the stitch and work a shell stitch. Continue with the same pattern afterward. Skip 2 stitches and alternate crocheting single crochets and shell stitches. Finish the last single crochet. Skip 2 stitches downward, reach the starting position, join with a slip stitch into the top of the beginning chain. Do not tighten, fasten off. Leave about 80 centimeters of yarn. Then fasten off. Decoration 5 is now completed. Using the same method, make the corresponding number of decoration 5 pieces. Once done, proceed to attach them. Refer to the finished product for effect. Position them in the right place. Then use the reserved yarn. Pick up the outer backside, and sew together roughly. If you want it centered and flat, you can also sew it in place. There's no specific method required, as long as it's secure and looks nice. Complete this step yourself. That concludes the explanation for decoration 5. Next is decoration 6, which has 2 sections. Section 1 is worked back and forth. Section 2 is crocheted in rounds. Watch me demonstrate. Let's start with section 1. First, make a foundation chain of 8 stitches. Then pick up the first chain space. Work 1 treble crochet. Here, insert the hook into the top loop of the chain braid. Just 1 strand is enough. That completes row 1. Continue to row 2. Chain 5 first. Turn the work. Pick up the left chain space below. Work 1 single crochet. Then make a CH3 picot. Next, work 2 chains. Then pick the 5th chain space counting upwards from here. Pick up both loops on the edge and work 1 double crochet. Row 2 is complete. Now work row 3. First, chain 5. Turn the work. Work a single crochet in the adjacent chain space to the left. Then make a CH3 picot. Next, work 5 chains. Make a single crochet in the left chain space. Above, make a CH3 picot. Then work 2 chains. Pick the 3rd chain from the bottom on the left side. Pick up both threads and work 1 double crochet. Row 3 is complete. Move on to row 4 downward. Work 6 chains. Turn the work. Pick the chain space between the 2 picots to the left and make a single crochet. Then make a CH3 picot. Next, work 3 chains. Pick the left chain space, or the 3rd chain from the bottom. Work 1 treble crochet. Row 4 is complete. For rows 5 to 8, follow the same crocheting method as the previous rows. The stitch counts are slightly different. When working on the edge into chains, always pick the corresponding chain from the bottom up. Insert the hook into both strands of the chain, or you can work directly into the chain space. Continue following the chart to complete these rows. After completing, work row 9. First, work 5 chains. Turn the work, then pick the edge chain space, or work a slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the bottom. Work 1 slip stitch. Gently pull to tighten. Row 9 is complete. Cut the yarn. This completes the first section. Now work the second section. A total of 3 rounds. Start with the first round. Place the right side of the first row of the first section facing up. At this point, the starting tail is at the bottom. The ending tail is at the upper left. Then position this side facing up. Insert hook into the large chain space and join yarn. Make 1 chain as your beginning chain. Work 4 single crochets into the chain space. You can weave in ends as you go. Next, pick up the edge of the next row. Pick up 1 stitch from the edge. Crochet 4 single crochets correspondingly. Pick up the adjacent row's edge. This is the chain space. Work 3 single crochets into it. Next row edge. Work 4 single crochets. Into the adjacent row edge, work 3 single crochets. Into the next row edge, work 2 single crochets. Correspondingly work 4 single crochets. Into the next row, work 3 single crochets. Then pick up the last row's chain space. Work 6 single crochets. To the left, pick up each row's edge on this side. Work the corresponding number of single crochets. Refer to the chart for details. Finish the first row of edges. Continue down, picking up the placement of stitches for the treble crochet. Crochet 2 single crochets. Then join with a slip stitch to the stitch of the first single crochet. Pull tight. The first round is complete. Move on to crochet the second round. Make 1 beginning chain to start. Correspondingly make 1 single crochet. Then pick up the stitches from the previous round. Refer to the chart and work the corresponding stitch patterns. Finish the last chain stitch. Pick up the stitch of the first single crochet, and join with a slip stitch. Pull tight. The second round is complete. Need to break the yarn. Next, crochet the third round. Join the yarn in the first stitch of the previous round. Make one beginning chain to start. Correspondingly make one single crochet. Then work 3 chain stitches. After that, make a picket of 3. Work the slip stitch into the third chain from right to left. Insert the hook into both strands of the corresponding chain. Complete the picket of 3. Then pick up the stitch of the first single crochet. Work a DC 2 in 1. I will count from the single crochet to this DC 2 in 1 position, as one pattern. Skip 2 stitches below and work one pattern. First, make one single crochet, then work 3 chain stitches. Next, make a picket of 3. Then pick up the single crochet underneath and work a DC 2 in 1. Another pattern is completed. Continue skipping 2 stitches each time and correspondingly make a pattern. Pay attention to the chain stitch on the ending side. It also counts as one stitch. When skipping stitches, be mindful not to miscount the number of stitches. Continue working the patterns following the same rule. Complete the last pattern. Skip 2 stitches downward. Now you've reached the starting pattern position. Pick up the single crochet stitch of the pattern. Insert the hook and join with a slip stitch. You don't need to pull it too tight here. Then leave an 80 cm yarn tail, and cut the yarn. This completes round 3. And that's all for the explanation of decoration 6. Everyone, using the same method, make the corresponding number of decoration 6 pieces. Once completed, arrange them according to the finished product effect, and sew them on. You can also adjust the placement as you like. Complete this part on your own. That concludes the tutorial for decoration 6. Finally, let's go over decoration 7. Some parts are crocheted in rounds, and some parts are worked back and forth. I'll follow one sequence number, and crochet them step by step. Please watch my demonstration. First, start with a chain ring method. Make 6 chain stitches. Then insert the hook into the first stitch, and join with a slip stitch. Starting is complete. Next, work round 1. Make one beginning chain to start. Then pick up the stitch and work 12 single crochets into the ring. Pay attention to evenly distribute the stitches. Crochet over the yarn tail for starting chain to hide it. After completing, join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. Pull tight. The first round is complete. Continue crocheting row by row downward. Follow the previous numbering sequence. I call this the second row. Continuing from the previous yarn tail, make one beginning chain to start, then turn the work. pick up the left single crochet stitch below. Work 1 single crochet. Then work 4 chain stitches as spaces. Move to the adjacent single crochet position on the left and work a single crochet. Four chains. Afterwards, pick up stitches one by one, follow with 1 single crochet, work 4 chains twice. After completing, continue picking up the left stitch, and work single crochets. Then pick up the adjacent stitch and work 1 slip stitch. Row 2 is complete. Continue to crochet row 3. Make 1 beginning chain to start, then turn the work. Pick up the chain space on the left and work 6 single crochets. Afterwards, pick up each chain space one by one. In each chain space, work 6 single crochets. After finishing the single crochets in the last chain space, pick up the stitch of the adjacent single crochet from the first round below, work a slip stitch. Row 3 is complete. Next, change colors. Cut the yarn. Crochet row 4 downwards. Hold the right side of row 3 facing you. Then locate the second single crochet from the beginning. Pick up the stitch and join the yarn. Chain 1 as the beginning chain. Make 1 single crochet in the corresponding stitch. Then work 5 chains as a bridge. Skip 2 stitches to the left, work 1 single crochet. Continue crocheting according to the pattern chart afterwards. Finish the last single crochet, leave the remaining unworked. Row 4 is complete. Now move on to row 5. Chain 3. Turn the work. Work single crochet into the chain space to the left. Continue crocheting according to the pattern chart afterwards. Complete the single crochet in the last chain space. Row 5 is complete. For rows 6 to 9, please follow the chart accordingly. Pay attention to the slip stitch at the end of row 9. Work it into the corresponding chain space. Cut the yarn after completing. Next, work round 10 in order. Here, start separately with a new beginning. Make a slip knot to form a chain ring. Chain 4 first. Then join with a slip stitch to the first chain. Cut the yarn after completing. Set it aside for now. Round 10 is complete. Move on to round 11. Insert the hook into the chain space of the 9th round. Pay attention, make sure the right side of round 1 is facing you. Join the yarn by inserting the hook. Make 1 beginning chain to start. Work 1 single crochet correspondingly. Chain 3. Then pick the edge of the adjacent row on the left side. Work 1 single crochet. Chain 3. Then pick from below. Placement of stitches for the double crochet. Make a single crochet in this chain space. Chain 3. Pick the large space near the edge below and work a single crochet. Chain 3. Pick the adjacent chain space, and make 1 single crochet. Chain 3. Next chain space. Same as before, the large chain space at the edge. Work 1 single crochet. Chain 3. Then pick the insertion point of the left single crochet stitch. Insert the hook and make 1 single crochet. Chain 3. Next, pick the insertion point of the adjacent slip stitch, and work a single crochet. Chain 3. Skip 2 single crochets to the left. Pick the stitch below and work a single crochet. Chain 3. Continue skipping 2 stitches. Work 1 single crochet. Chain 3. Move left to the yarn joining position on row 4. Insert the hook and work a single crochet. Chain 4. Work a single crochet in the adjacent chain space. Chain 4. To the left, pick the chain space below and work a single crochet. Chain 4. Work a single crochet in the adjacent chain space. Chain 4. On the left side, pick the large space at the edge and work a single crochet. Chain 3. Work a single crochet in the adjacent chain space. 2 chains. Down below, pick the chain space on row 9. Correspondingly make 1 single crochet. Chain 3. Finally, join with a slip stitch at the first single crochet position. Pull tight. The 11th round is completed. Continue to crochet the 12th round. Make 1 beginning chain to start. Work 1 single crochet correspondingly. Refer to the chart below. Pick up chain spaces and stitches to crochet accordingly. Continue crocheting until just before the 8 chain position on the diagram. Reach the corresponding position. Crochet 8 chains downward. Then pick up the chain loop from the 10th round. Evenly work 10 single crochets. Then pick the back loops of the 8 chains. Correspondingly make single crochets one by one. Complete crocheting the chain area below, pick the chain space underneath and continue with 2 single crochets. Then reach the first stitch position. Join with a slip stitch. Do not tighten. Leave an 80 cm yarn tail, and cut the yarn. Round 12 is completed. Work row 13 and row 14 downward. For these 2 rows, only work at specific positions. Turn the wrong side of round 12 toward you. Then place the raised side facing down. On top, refer to the chart to find the starting position of row 13. Insert the hook and join yarn. Then crochet 6 chains. Next, follow the chart to complete this row. Leave the remaining unworked after completing. Row 13 is completed. Move on to row 14. Make 1 beginning chain to start. Turn the work. Pick up chain spaces below and work 9 single crochets. In the adjacent stitch, work a slip stitch. Continue following the chart afterward. The final slip stitch goes into the yarn joining position of row 13. Finish and cut the yarn. Break the yarn normally here. This completes row 14. The explanation for decoration 7 is now complete. Use the same method to make the corresponding number of decoration 7 pieces. After crocheting, attach them. Refer to the finished product effect for placement and sew them on. You can also adjust the placement as you like. This finishes the explanation for decoration 7. And with that, all decorations have been covered. Up to this point, the entire blanket making process is fully explained. If you have any unclear parts during the crocheting process, don't hesitate to join our Facebook group to get supports. Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.